all of what I sow. These mistakes have no one else.
Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this I am just going to be covering the update that came out, which added the new 6 maps to the game, including Strike and the depot system. So very quickly, the maps that they added with this update was Block, Countdown, Strike of course, Wet Work, Winter Crash, Pipeline and Showdown. Obviously for me the only one that really matters is Strike, which is why I cover it in the video, because it's the only map out of these that we played in Pro Mod. But I guess it is nice to have more maps now. Although I don't particularly like, I don't think Block or Countdown are great. I quite dislike them. The main thing that caused like controversy, not even just for people who play Pro Mod, or it seems to be a shared opinion even for like console players, that they really, most of them don't like this update where they've added in the depot system, because it promotes microtransactions. Although the PC version actually doesn't have microtransactions, it's only on the console, so we can actually only unlock stuff by getting the currency in game up here. You get this scrap which you can use to like buy certain things, and you get it by like if you get like duplicate things, or you just get it in a crate. And then this one here is earned by playing games, which is then used to open crates. So if I show you, you have your supply drops here.
You're not seen here.
I usually have just been going for the common ones, because it actually does take quite a long time to get 30 things, it seems. On average, I'd say I earn about 2 of these, let's call them lightning coins. I earn to about 2 of these a game. It doesn't seem, I don't even know what is the reason, like depending on how many you get or how far it goes into the next one, because it doesn't seem to make any difference if I play really well or really bad, or I guess it matters if you win or lose, but my score never seems to matter that much. It doesn't like vary too much. So if I show you what it's like when you open one of these things. So it's pretty much like, you know, any system where you open crates and stuff. I don't particularly like how it shows you the exact thing that you have before you have it, because it kind of removes the excitement that I could get a legendary thing when I already know before they turn around that I don't have it and I have 2 commons and a rare. So yeah, that's what it looks like there. You then have like this collection section. This basically is just, you know, this is where you see everything that you can get. There's 40 collections, and these you basically need to acquire these 7 things here to then unlock the main thing here. So if you go down, it's like a different amount of things. You even have like new characters and stuff now, which I'll show you when we get to the actual next thing. So this is just like, it goes all the way through, and you can get like these new melee weapons and stuff for your scopes and stuff like that. You have like, even animated things here. The ARMORY is just really another way to display with the collection section, but it's more like split up, so you can have it into actual categories. So you have weapons here. Now they've actually added these melee weapons. I don't have any of these weapons. I'm pretty sure I can show you the spade here. I can show you the spade if I go into gun game and I can like inspect it. I'll just put it at the end of the video, but I don't actually have any of these things. So you have like a bottle here, some kind of sword from like Overwatch Genji character, bayonet, a cliffhanger, looks like the thing from like playing as Lara Croft now, Gravedigger spade, which you'll see if I show you in the video. I have it because you can get it at the end of the gun game. It's like the last weapon you get. It doesn't even, like, you would expect the spade to kill people by like smacking them on the head or something, or you know, just smacking them with it, but instead he kind of like stabs them with it. Like, it doesn't really make any sense how it could kill someone in one hit. But anyway, we also have the hammer here. Maybe I'll get the hammer instead. You have weapon kits here, which are basically like, instead of them being specifically just camos, I think these are more like they're like kind of reskins for the gun. Like they actually kind of change the gun design a little bit. These ones here actually don't seem to be changing the gun. I think I have to go into the actual weapons themselves to show. I don't know if these are the weapon kits or not. So yeah, here we just have more camos. There's more, like 72 more camos. They just go all the way up. Some of them look quite nice looking. I don't know if I'll ever play enough to get it. That looks pretty sick. I would like it. Then we have these, which are, of course, on your... I think these are like the most ridiculous things. for the Modern Warfare thing. I don't really mind the other stuff, but I feel like these are just a little bit over the top, having these on your gun. I mean, what the fuck is this? The spaceship, just saucer on your gun is like a sight. Yeah, so I'm not really a fan of this stuff. These are the things I dislike the most about the update for this new depot stuff. The other stuff I'm totally fine with. I think it adds more content to the game. I don't really associate the old CoD4 or Pro Mod with this game. This is just like its own, you know, game to me now. So I don't mind that they've added this stuff in. Here we have some characters. So the thing about the characters is that, you know, they look different here, obviously, when you go through. I'm playing my main man here, T-Bone. This is the one I've got. Big boy T-Bone. He's obviously probably the coolest one out of all of them, which is the one I would want to get. But the thing about the characters is, in-game, you don't notice any difference. That's the thing. Like, when I'm playing, someone could have any of these characters and I would never know, because half the time they have like masks and stuff on like this. Like, you're never gonna have time to see the difference between these characters. So I mean, it's kind of a cool idea, but at the same time I don't really think it works very well, because you can't actually distinguish who's who ever when you're actually playing the game. Here you have uniforms here. I don't particularly like these uniforms either. I mean, they are obviously all camo. It would be ridiculous if they started making them like random colors like you have in these other COD games, but again, you don't really have time to ever... You're never going to notice what camo someone's used. You're not going to look at it and go, wow, that guy has the gravel camo or the golf camo, the legendary camo. You would literally never see... Like, look at the difference between Tavern and this. It's like, you're never going to see that difference in game. Calling cards, of course, have been in these recent CODs for ages. These are just standard thing now. What am I using here? I'm using like some kind of blue thing here, which is kind of cool. So you have your calling cards and emblems again. So a lot of new stuff in the update. As I said, not many people are too happy with it, just because I think it's not so bad on the PC version. As I said, we don't have microtransactions. You would usually have up here another currency, and it would be called COD points, I believe. Because we don't have that.
You're not here for my pretty face.
I can't talk while Graves is talking here. Because we don't have that. Shut the fuck up, Graves. Because we don't have that, it kind of makes it more rewarding to actually play the game and unlock these things. And if someone does get it, I mean, I know you can already probably cheat and get this stuff because this game has no anti-cheat and people seem to get on the leaderboards and stuff. I'm pretty sure you could unlock this stuff with a cheat. But if you did it properly without cheating, it would be nice to be able to see, wow, someone actually kind of unlocked that by playing loads, or, you know, he got it lucky in the drop, rather than people buying it. I think that's what console people are annoyed about, is because it's microtransactions, so it kind of shows that they're trying to get more money, rather than on the PC version where we don't have microtransactions. It's more like unlocks that are actually done through the game. But overall, I don't entirely mind the melee weapons, but I still think it's pretty disrespectful that Raven said they were simply making a remastered version of the game and it would stay true to the original, and now they're actually adding things in, rather than just keeping it as it was intended to be, just a simple remaster. So now that they're actually trying to get more money from the microtransactions, so I can see why console players would be annoyed about this. For now, as I said, the only way I know of getting a melee weapon so I can show you is at the end of a gun game, which is what the footage is from now. I'm trying to get myself a shovel. The other thing is, I think that because when you go into equip a melee weapon, it has its own separate slot, so I believe that you would actually have to scroll to these. I mean, it's like having another gun like a deagle as a secondary. It's like having a third weapon, so you'd have to actually scroll to this to kill someone. I don't know if you're ever really going to have much time to scroll to get this out if you want to use it. Like, the knife is just so much quicker to use. I guess it's good if you were just going to run around and just like bash people with your shovel, but I don't know if when I would ever really use this unless I was trolling, basically. Pretty sure after this RPG kill, I will acquire myself a nice shovel. There we go. So, as you can see here, when I inspect it as well, if I kill somebody with it, I think this time it actually kind of swings diagonally and kills him. I think maybe when I killed someone previously and it lunged forward, like I was saying earlier, I think it's because I stabbed him in the back, because I was behind him, obviously. And I think the animations are probably different, because I think they're different on the knife as well. So I think there's only one more thing I need to show in this update, which is the weapon kits that I missed earlier. So it turns out I was correct earlier. It's just I'm a bit stupid. So you have like the different sections here, and they're kind of like, these are like groups for guns. So like the pistols and each one of these. I don't know why it doesn't automatically scroll free. Mine doesn't seem to. I mean, it should, I guess. But if I just change it here, it like shows the different types of like this skin on each gun. So the battle one here is one where it actually has like bandages and stuff on it. It kind of, you know, it adds onto the weapon if it changes as the AK. And then these ones up here, this one actually has a 74U one that I want to get. There is the whiteout, and the sniper ones are quite nice too. I think that one's pretty cool, and that one too. So yeah, this is the weapon kits. They're kind of like, I guess, more advanced skins is the way that you could look at them. Some of them change the model slightly as well. And that's about it for this update. I don't really think there's anything else. They didn't add anything that was useful, such as FPS increase or a FOV or anything like that. It's all just like cosmetic stuff to get more money. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. More sprays. If you come in here where there's usually a car, you actually have a sleigh in here now, and you can still climb on top of this. And I'm actually, although it's kind of irrelevant, surprised that they have actually made this sleigh. It's just a small thing, but they made it so like you actually drop, so it shows that the sleigh has its own, like, you know, box around it rather than just like taking the cars one. So well done, you did something.